A computer needs both hardware and software in order for it to run successfully. For example, you needed the mouse, keyboard, and computer screen, or monitor, in order to navigate your way onto this page. You also needed an internet browser, and the operating systems the browser uses in order to get online in the first place. A computer can still run in some situations without most software installed. It'll just be very limited as to the tasks it can complete and what you can use it for. If there is no operating system, which performs basic tasks and functions on your computer, you'll struggle to do anything at all. If a computer doesn't have the right hardware, it'll either show error messages or it won't switch on at all. You can add extra hardware, like speakers or a disk drive, which aren't needed in order for the computer to function, but they will increase what you can do with it. Computer hardware is the physical components of a computer. Any part of the computer that you can touch is counted as part of the computer's hardware. These parts include the keyboard, which is used to input text and commands onto the computer. There's the mouse, which is used to control the cursor on your monitor, or computer screen. The monitor is also a part of the computer's hardware. There are also parts of computer hardware that you don't see or interact with as often as the keyboard or mouse. These are parts like the central processing unit, sometimes called the CPU. The CPU is part of the electronic circuitry in your computer that completes tasks like processing data. Computer software is a collection of lots of different instructions that perform tasks on your computer. Software is also described as programming code used by your computer's processor. Your computer needs software like the operating system in order for it to complete basic tasks, but there are lots of other types of software too. Examples of software include Ms. Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. They're all downloaded onto your computer and then are used to perform specific tasks like creating spreadsheets, or word processing. There's also software needed for playing computer games and browsing the internet. You can't touch software, it's on your computer, but you need it in order for your computer to work. Different types of computer hardware can be divided into 4 main categories: input devices, output devices, storage, and internal components. Computer software is split into 2 main categories: system software and application software. Hardware is not affected by computer viruses, as hardware is a physical object. Software can be affected by computer viruses, which can disrupt systems, leak data, and cause major operational issues. Hardware cannot be transferred electronically, but if the parts are compatible, hardware can be used in different computers. Software can be transferred electronically via a network system. Depending on what software is being transferred, you can use a USB drive to transfer it. Some software needs to be reinstalled on each device. As computer hardware is made up of physical objects, it can wear out. These parts can be replaced. Software can develop bugs and glitches over time, but backup copies can be used to replace it. Hardware is developed using electronics and other materials. There are lots of stages to creating hardware for computers. Software is written using a programming language. Though a different process, creating software also has lots of steps that need to be completed in order for it to work. Hardware failures can be caused by dust, overheating, and unregulated power supply. Software failures can be caused by overloading, system errors, and version errors. Hardware represents the physical and tangible components of a computer, i.e. the components that can be seen and touched. Examples of hardware are the following: input devices, keyboard, mouse, etc. Output devices, printer, monitor, etc. Secondary storage devices, hard disk, CD, DVD, etc. Internal components, CPU, motherboard, RAM, etc. Relationship between hardware and software. Hardware and software are mutually dependent on each other. Both of them must work together to make a computer produce a useful output. Software cannot be utilized without supporting hardware. Hardware without a set of programs to operate upon cannot be utilized and is useless. To get a particular job done on the computer, relevant software should be loaded into the hardware. Hardware is a one-time expense. Software development is very expensive and is a continuing expense. Different software applications can be loaded on a hardware to run different jobs. A software acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. If the hardware is the heart of a computer system, then the software is its soul. Both are complementary to each other. Software is a set of programs, which is designed to perform a well-defined function. A program is a sequence of instructions written to solve a particular problem. There are two types of software: system software, application software. System software. The system software is a collection of programs designed to operate, control, and extend the processing capabilities of the computer itself. System software is generally prepared by the computer manufacturers. These software products comprise of programs written in low-level languages, which interact with the hardware at a very basic level. System software serves as the interface between the hardware and the end users. Some examples of system software are operating system, compilers, interpreter, assemblers, etc. Here is a list of some of the most prominent features of a system software. Close to the system. Fast in speed. Difficult to design. Difficult to understand. Less interactive. Smaller in size. Difficult to manipulate. Generally written in low-level language. Application software. Application software products are designed to satisfy a particular need of a particular environment. All software applications prepared in the computer lab can come under the category of application software. Application software may consist of a single program, such as Microsoft's Notepad for writing and editing a simple text. It may also consist of a collection of programs, often called a software package, which work together to accomplish a task, such as a spreadsheet package. Examples of application software are the following: payroll software, student record software, inventory management software, income tax software, railways reservation software, Microsoft Office Suite software, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint. Features of application software are as follows: close to the user, easy to design, more interactive, slow in speed, generally written in high-level language, easy to understand, easy to manipulate and use, bigger in size and requires large storage space. When we type some letters or words, the computer translates them in numbers as computers can understand only numbers. A computer can understand the positional number system where there are only a few symbols called digits, and these symbols represent different values depending on the position they occupy in the number. The value of each digit in a number can be determined using the digit, the position of the digit in the number, the base of the number system, where the base is defined as the total number of digits available in the number system. Data can be defined as a representation of facts, concepts, or instructions in a formalized manner, which should be suitable for communication, interpretation, or processing by human or electronic machine. Data is represented with the help of characters such as alphabets, AZ, digits, 0 to 9, or special characters, plus comma dash comma slash comma asterisk, equals etc. Information is organized or classified data, which has some meaningful values for the receiver. Information is the processed data on which decisions and actions are based. For the decision to be meaningful, the processed data must qualify for the following characteristics. Timely information should be available when required. Accuracy information should be accurate. Completeness information should be complete. Computer data processing. Data processing is the restructuring or reordering of data by people or machine to increase their usefulness and add values for a particular purpose. Data processing consists of the following basic steps: input, processing, and output. These three steps constitute the data processing cycle. Computer data. Input. In this step, the input data is prepared in some convenient form for processing. The form will depend on the processing machine. For example, when electronic computers are used, the input data can be recorded on any one of the several types of input medium, such as magnetic disks, tapes, and so on. Processing. In this step, the input data is changed to produce data in a more useful form. For example, paychecks can be calculated from the time cards, or a summary of sales for the month can be calculated from the sales orders. Output. At this stage, the result of the preceding processing step is collected. The particular form of the output data depends on the use of the data. For example, output data may be paychecks for employees. While a computer can't run without hardware, it can run without software, but where's the fun in that? For instance, software needs hardware in order to operate how it is programmed to. Your favorite video game or video conferencing platform are both examples of software that needs computer hardware, like memory, processors, video cards, and sound devices, to work how you want it to. Think of hardware as what you need to make your computer work. It's a physical part of a computer system. Computers require hardware to exist. Software is something that you install onto your computer that has its own code, like a specific program. It's the programs and applications that you run on a physical device. No matter if the software is for the operating system, a program, or a new application, it needs some hardware component to reach its full potential. What good will that computer game be if you didn't have a monitor to play it on? Or speakers to hear the sound effects? When it comes to the hardware of your computer, can you imagine trying to get through the workday without your mouse, keyboard, or power source? Chances are you probably won't get too far without them. Because of this, you want to have secure networks in place to protect both your hardware and software from hackers and malware. It's vital that you make sure your firewalls are impenetrable for top-notch cybersecurity efforts. Computer hardware and software, both are essential parts of a computer system. In short, hardware and software make a system compatible with the user. In this article, we are going to discuss the basic differences between computer hardware and computer software. Hardware refers to the physical components of a computer. Computer hardware is any part of the computer that we can touch these parts. These are the primary electronic devices used to build up the computer. Examples of hardware in a computer are the processor, memory devices, monitor, printer, keyboard, mouse, and central processing unit. Software is a collection of instructions, procedures, and documentation that performs different tasks on a computer system. We can say also computer software is a programming code executed on a computer processor. The code can be machine-level code or code written for an operating system. Examples of software are MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Chrome, Photoshop, MySQL, etc. Thank you for watching this video.